else did you guys experience in that little exercise?
Nova read me wonderfully a lot with the fifth chakra.
That's good. That's great validation. Hey, Nova, did you feel confident when you did that?
Yeah. It's like that trusting and just letting it come to you. Let the higher self mind, instead of me trying to force something or put pressure, like you say, that doesn't have to be picture perfect, but just go with it.
And not only that, trusting it and just say it and being brave enough to say it. And you might be getting it wrong. I know for myself, I used to think maybe this isn't right, or what if, and ooh, maybe I'm not interpreting it. Were you surprised, Brenda, how accurate she was? How did it feel? Was she sparking some things that felt accurate?
It felt good. It was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Good. Great.
It really felt good.
Good.
And especially when she told me, she's very specific on the steps, and that was wonderful teaching. She's going to be, she'll be a great teacher and reader.
Thank you.
And then, she told me it absorbs the light after it was cleansed. After she cleaned it, there was more like rose leaves, more transparent, absorbs the light and reflects it back.
The bottom line is, how do we feel? How does it make you feel getting that validation? And just knowing, whew, that'll sigh of relief. I'll be good now.
After the rest of the night.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Who else would like to share your experience? Go ahead, Daniel.
Like for me, I just see I can do it. And at first, I start with
great.
I was scared of what I'm seeing, and I say, oh, it could be a wrong message, and I don't want to say it. And after a while, I just keep going, and I say, wow, the rose is not dying, it's surviving, it's fighting, because there were like a noise, and I see the rose in the boiling water, and it was noisy, and the rose didn't give a shit. As long as she has water, she's happy and she's fine. And when I told her that, she was happy, and I think she appreciates that. So I was impressed with myself. I was happy.
Good that you trusted yourself. And Grace, how did that feel for you? How did that relate?
Yeah, it was very much on brand and very on key. So yeah, it made a lot of sense too. So
very cool.
Reassuring. Yeah.
How about you, Marie-Pierre? What did you experience?
The spontaneity. And I don't know how confident I was about what I got. And it was very different from Danielle, but yet there was a parallel.
Very cool.
Actually, something special about our group is we almost have no time for me and Grace. We went like full speed and spontaneously, and boom, it's working even if we had 10 seconds, and it was so strange. It's like, oh my God.
You guys have just graduated to 6th grade. You're doing amazing. I just so impressed with, and isn't that fascinating that it can happen just like that? And the fact is, when we're laboring and want to get it perfect and want to do it right, and we need more time and blah, 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 the story, it can just go bloop, download. You got it.
It was 18 seconds, and me and Grace, we were both all in. I talked for me, but I feel she was also like that. She said, let's go, let's do it. Blah, 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 blah.
It was rapid fire.
Yeah,
and then we have an extra 30 seconds, just like that happened. Wow, that's amazing.
That's great. Good job. Good job. And how do you feel? Go ahead, Marie.
I didn't hear what Danielle had to say about me.
Your rose was your crown, and I see a queen, a leader with a nice big red crown as a rose.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
That's powerful. Good job. Tell me how this experience has been for you.
Fun.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been nice to have a nice interaction with it too. It's not just been like, so what do you guys think? It's literally like you're in it kind of thing. You're thrown deep in the water, which is good.
Yeah, I threw you guys right in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
The less we think about this, the more it works, because we've already do it. We just aren't aware of how quickly we're processing and firing up information. So now we're just using other muscles. That's all.
Me, it's like a surprise, because last minute, Yvonne says, oh, I just received an email and I think you're going to like it. And then I say, what is about? And then she say, oh, intuition. Then I say, I'm all in intuition for so long. I'm not sure I will learn anything.
Right.
I never know it was about clairvoyance. And then I say, oh my God, that was so fun. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the healing. Actually, I have a knee recovery for many months and it's bothering me. And when we did the test for the healing on herself, I was just focusing on my knee. And one time you say, oh, about the brown rose on front of your knee. And I say, oh, that's for me. Okay, I take that one. And boom, I explode it and I destroy it and go away. And then we do the purple thing. I spend so much bucket of purple paint on my knee. And then I take the magic sponge, which I never use. And I say, let's go. And boop, my knee was no more purple at all. And then I take that punch and say, oh, it's super heavy. I throw it in the universe and bye-bye. I don't want to see you again.
Into a black hole, huh?
Far away.
Fantastic. Good. And sometimes the healing actually takes the next week or two. So this work we did immediately at the quantum field level, but by the time it steps down like a transformer and we experience it in the physical body, it can take some time. Now, some of you've worked with me for a long time. You know how this energy works, right? It can be instantaneous, but some of it just rolls out extremely subtly. So be on the lookout for what's different. How are you thinking different? How are you feeling different? How are you maybe responding different